been suspended, with the exception of a small number of urgent cancelled.
No, I am on Rick and Morty. Now, what are you doing this game? Right, let's just do this.
30 or so cases, that number has now reached, as you say, 82. Well, in the last hour or so, I've been speaking to Dr. Rick-ality, who is the Deputy Director of the Health Board here in Wales, looking after the hospital. She explained what they believe is behind this outbreak.
If numbers explode to this extent very quickly, this is not about one individual transmitting to another individual, transmitting to another 2-year-old, that would take a much longer period of time to sort of have a doubling effect. So we must have had an event where a number of patients were infected. It's generally termed a super spreader event, right? So it's not about an individual person, it's an event where
Guys,
a couple of individuals are exposed to the virus, and therefore it spreads much more quickly.
so if you can hear my background, I apologise.
Worried about what's unfolding in the hospital here. A couple of other updates. We have learned as well that all hospital staff will now be tested for COVID-19. We know that 11 staff have tested positive. That's in addition to the 82 patients. The number of specific COVID wards because of this outbreak has risen from 2 to 4.
They only just came out.
There are now 82 patients suffering with COVID-19. The restrictions are being reviewed daily, but they do hope to ease them in less than 2 weeks. That is the current, clearly a very significant outbreak here at the hospital, which is in one of the 11 areas in South Wales, which is currently under tougher lockdown measures.
Clone Morty, you're finally back from your little bathroom adventure. Listen, I need to upgrade the car for a very important outing that I don't want to get into right now. Anyways, I'm going to need you to plug the seed into that seed-shaped hole in the engine area.
Norris joins me now. Thank you for being with us. So Patrick Vallance was pretty clear, wasn't he, that this was not under control. Is the government going far enough, fast enough?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the press conference a bit of a disappointment in that one of the tries to address is the nation who expect to hear
What if I try the other way around?
strategy, and we didn't hear that. I think the most notable was, as you said, the Patrick Vallance
Guys,
conceded that
meet glass.
Britain no longer had control of the virus for saying for a number of weeks. It's a function of careful communications and failure to have an open testing and tracing programme. So it's clear that as infection rates increase, so do restrictions. Whether or not that's far, well, we'll have to see and treat on the impact of these ones.
It's right back.
I think we will do that, but if they don't make an impact, then clearly more restrictions.
Yeah, but is the Labour position that a broader lockdown is inevitable along the lines Beth Rigby talking about the circuit breaker perhaps over half term? Is that what you're thinking about?
No, I mean, we've supported the restrictions as they are. We don't want a lockdown. I don't think anybody does. If there is one, it's not because
Megaseed artificial intelligence microprocessor activated.
Alright, good. We're going to need some help upgrading this car. Since you can't talk, go ahead and call me on your watch thing. The thing... Oh, wait! The clone's ready to help, Rick! Oh, okay. All right. You're ready to go, huh? Alright. I'm going to need your help to upgrade the rest of the car. Hey, Rick, how's the clone supposed to know how to fix the car, I mean, it's just a dumb clone. The instructions are simple. Yeah, right, Rick. I bet you couldn't figure it out. Shut up, Morty.
Well, he did say that he was confident this target of 500,000 tests by the end of October would be met.
Got it working.
Maintain that throughout these last 3 or 4 months. It changed the big number, significant portion are handled tests. Not the outbreak, transmission, but also in every word, never trace the contacts and giving themselves effective test and trace passengers 80% of
Let's do. Frick.
Okay, and on this issue of scrutiny, you were backing this, extension of the powers today in exchange for more scrutiny. But do you know what this scrutiny is? I mean, there was talk
But
that where possible, and if it's not urgent action that's needed, well, most of the time it's going to be urgent action, isn't it? I mean, have you got anything like what you want?
No, I mean, for a start,
This power cell is woefully inadequate.
don't you call it inadequate again?
From the health secretary, basically read into it whatever you want. There's enough room for you not to change it before, but there's enough in there that if I can just pass the narrative reassure you. There is scrutiny on these decisions at the moment. We haven't been upstairs considering because people haven't been quite given on their mentions, and they happen very much after the fact. I did one last week, 9.5 weeks after those regulation changes. That won't do. We want it to happen as soon as possible, ideally before these restrictions into place. I won't always possibly accept that, but if not, it needs to be very, very quickly after the potential benefits of 7 days after.
So my point is, I'm sorry to interrupt. My point is, have you got anything like what you wanted? I mean, you wanted more transparency on data. You wanted to know what evidence decisions were based on. But this just seems a pretty vague offer of compromise.
Anyone when I start talking about secondary legislation, because we're quite sure that's what we do as a tuned in.
Fully charged microverse power cell connected.
I hope that came from a conflict-free microverse.
Access to the scientific information given based on their judgments on, and then we want to have say over decisions.
Oh shoot.
They want to take back control. So at the minute, I'm afraid it is very vague, very much a public jam tomorrow, and I'm sceptical of it. It's on its merits, and if it's not what
Ooh-wee! Just looking at the car engine,
Okay, and
just
just
give you all the
finally,
clues you
Andy
need.
Byrne
Ooh-wee!
is saying that he fears that the way these lockdowns are going, we're heading to make the north-south divide much worse if this continues on into the winter. Is that something that you're worried about?
Well, that is going to be a possible challenge with these local lockdowns.
Nitro Duck
Motor.
Motor.
Areas ever come out of the lockdown, that was looted. So again, it does look like it's slightly reluctant as a lot of MP to accept a characterisation of North and South, or indeed to say where we fit into that. However, at a basic principle, you don't want to see different parts of the country.
Hi, hello, I am the Devil Secretary, Summer Intern, Israeli Intern, and you are dead. So just so you know, the thing that you really need to do right now is to press that button. Press it already, come on. יאללה, נו, תלחץ עליו. חייך. אחי, חייך, אתה חייב ללחוץ על הכפתור. תלחץ כבר עליו. חושב שיקרה לך משהו?
You searched a good price. You found a great place. Trivago. Compare accommodation offers from leading brands for every budget and get a great deal for you.
Nitro Duck. How do I find them?
My bedroom door.
Glass, meet glass. Glass, meet glass.
Open and slamming it shut too often. The conundrum of having younger siblings who don't know how to knock. They've crawled in like mice, barged in like bears, and each and every time they're told to get right back out of here. All I want is a knock knock on my door that doesn't shut. I get that they're nosy and younger siblings
How am I gonna go to?
annoying, but I still need my privacy. So I turn them around when they come in and tell them next time, knock. I close the door, but it never shuts.
Who is this? Cause
Have you ever considered a new goal? Bullion
Auction House offers everyone the opportunity to purchase gold with ease. With live prices on all bullion bars and coins, you can choose free, fully insured home delivery or keep your gold safe in secure storage. To find out more, call 0800 048 5700 and receive a free guide to buying gold and start building your future today.
Find about GoDaddy website plus marketing. Google website for your business to get found online.
Invest as little as £1 in the world's greatest companies with zero commission, zero fees, only $2.90. One starts with a single tap. Or grow your company auto-invest. Totally free, totally simple. Get the Trading 212 app. Open an Invest or ISA account in minutes and join over 500,000 investors.
I got it!
And Morrison's. We're making
Stupid clone Morty. What did you think would happen when you're handling nitro like that? You can't handle rapid movements.
You search a 3-star hotel, you found a 4-star experience. Trivago. Compare accommodation offers from the leading brands worldwide and get a great deal to maximize your budget. Hotel, vacation rental, more for less. Trivago.
Say hello to the network.
Oh!
Network coverage running Sky Mobile will save your spare data for up to 3 years. Switch Sky Mobile.
Nitro fuel tank at full capacity. Systems responding again.
Nitro fuel? Are we flying with a car full of nitro? Couldn't you, find a more stable compound?
Couldn't you, be a more stable teenager?
Yeah. Ooh, wait! Looking at the engine should give you all the clues you need.
Do it again.
This program is brought to you by Vitality. However you do it, getting active brings its own rewards.
Mark, thanks very much. Good evening to you. It's half-time at Rodney Parade in the first of tonight's 4 EFL Cup ties, with Premier League Newcastle visiting League Two's Newport County. Well, Newport has shot a few higher league opponents in recent seasons. They're on course here to do it again. They're transferring their good league form to the cup. Chris Abrams putting them 1-0 up 5 minutes in thanks to that mistake from goalkeeper Mark Gillespie. You can see the second half when it starts live on Sky Sports Football and main events. Well, after their 5-2 thrashing by Leicester, Manchester City continue their defence of the trophy at Burnley. Goalkeeper Zach Steffen starts whilst midfielder Cole Palmer makes his debut. One of 4 changes to their team. That one is kicking off at 7 p.m. Manchester United are visiting tonight as well, just 4 days after a controversial 3-2 Premier League win there. It's also live, that one on Sky Sports Football, whilst Everton also face West Ham.
Oh, wait, just giving that engine a glance should give you every single clue you could ever want to know.
Out of his squad to face Wales, Belgium and Denmark. Now, Wales manager Ryan Giggs already agreed not to pick Gareth Bale for his squad. He suffered a knee injury to Bale last month. Aaron Ramsey, though, is fit and returns to the group. Ross Barkley will hope to be in the England squad after joining Aston Villa on loan. The Chelsea midfielder will spend the rest of the season with the Smith sides. Now to cricket, in England have awarded central contracts to 12 players for Test cricket for the 2020-21 season, but Johnny Bairstow is not one of them. The wicket-keeper batsman didn't play in any of the summer's tests against the West Indies and Pakistan. Mark Woods is another player who's missing out. Bairstow, though, does remain contracted for limited overs matches.
What do you call that fuckery?
Tennis, Serena Williams is waiting for a record equaling 20.
Incorrect combination. Please try a little harder. What do you call that fuckery?
US Open finalist Victoria Azarenka in the pink top here is also out. She was beaten 6-2, 6-2 by world number 161, Anna Karolina Shmidlova, Simona Halep, Elena Svitolina and Kiki Bertens are also through. The defending men's champion Rafael Nadal at the bottom of your screen here has also progressed as he seeks a 13th title in Paris. He beat the American Mackenzie McDonald, dropping just 4 games on the way. Stanford Britain won his tie, but Benoit Paire and John Isner are out. The second half of Newport against Newcastle starts shortly on Sky Sports Football, and main event whilst we'll be back at around 10 to.
It's so annoying.
Hello?
Dinner time?
Thanks so much, John. Let's have a quick look at the weather.
Get ready for safe skies. The weather, sponsored by Qatar Airways.
There will be sunny spells and showers tomorrow. To the south, storm Alex will develop to bring a wet and windy end to the week. Before then, eastern Britain will have a cloudy, wet evening, while Ireland and western Britain will see a scattering of showers.
Incorrect combination. Please try a little harder.
Fairly dry from the west overnight, but eastern Scotland will stay quite wet into the morning. There'll be showers near western coast too. Clear skies mean it will turn quite chilly in the countryside with a patchy frost.
What do you call that fuckery?
North and west. Eastern England will be mainly fine on Thursday morning. Eastern Scotland will turn showery. Elsewhere there'll be some good sunny spells, but showers will soon spread in from the west.
The weather, sponsored by Qatar Airways.
This is the news hour at 6. Coming up, we'll get more reaction to the Prime Minister's Downing Street news briefing with the UK's former Chief Scientific Advisor.
That's an upgrade? Ha, 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 ha.
Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy in one star-studded collection. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Rediscover 3 of Mario's grandest 3D adventures anytime, anywhere in Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Only on Nintendo.
Incorrect combination. Please try a little harder. What do you call that fuckery?
My laptop just crashed. It's switching time to a Chromebook. Switch to built-in virus protection. Switch to Chromebook.
There's a right back.
It's so boring.
Let's come together to help improve health for all. Simply Health, altogether healthier.
Have you ever considered owning gold? Bullion House offers everyone the opportunity to purchase gold with ease. With live prices on all bullion bars and coins, you can choose free, fully insured home delivery or keep your gold safe in secure storage. To find out more, call 0800 048 5700 and receive a free guide to buying gold and start building your future today.
What can we do for you when you overcome impossible challenges and give your best to find a solution? We know you never stop, and we never stop. We never stop supplying frontline workers with the latest medical technologies. We never stop working with our partners to realise new vaccines and treatments. For over 80 years, we've always been focused on you, and as we imagine a better future, we will never stop innovating for a healthier world. Sometimes you just have to say no. So when you say yes, it means a lot. Kinder Chocolate comes in little bars, so they're perfect for saying yes to a treat. Kinder Chocolate, a little means a lot.
Welcome back, everyone, to some more research.
That's it.
Once again, there's a summer upgrade going on. Ripped all over.
You switch.
You
switch. You switch down to one click and usage saved. So you can switch in as little as one click. What you do when you switch, well, it's up to you.
You switch energy, broadband, mobiles.
This weekend, the Prem's really kicking in. 6 games in 2 days of game. One stands above the rest. It's Bielsa, Guardiola, in what simply could be a game changer. Actually, I thought the thing that beauty to what the tactics. The energy getting forward, the class. No one imagine the work and play the way you play. It's genius. Pep Faces is inspiration from the Pep Premier League Weekend. Live on Sky Sports. Free it all.
This is the news hour at 6. Top stories so far this evening. The Prime Minister has warned that the UK is at a critical moment. The battle against coronavirus and tougher lockdown restrictions could be needed if people fail to follow the rules. The government has given MPs a say over future emergency COVID laws after the Commons Speaker accused ministers of
don't want to go in the B plane. I don't want to go in the B plane again.
8 people have died with coronavirus at a hospital in South Wales following a major outbreak there. Let's get more now on that Downing Street briefing. The government's chief scientific advisor, Sir Patrick Vallance, warned that the crisis is not under control at the moment, with things, he said, heading in the wrong direction. We're joined now by Professor Sir Mark Walpole. He was Sir Patrick's predecessor as the government's chief scientific advisor. SAGE. Thank you for being with us. I think the last time I spoke to you, you said that you thought we were on the edge of losing control of the virus. Sir Patrick Vallance today saying it's not under control. How concerned are you now?
Well, it's impossible not to be concerned. There were 3 deaths on the 1st of September and 71 deaths today and yesterday. So the numbers are clearly going up. They are going up exponentially. And the figures are pretty stark. We can see that intensive care admissions are going up. And the infection is very widely distributed. One of the things that Chris Whitting pointed out in the briefing was that the UK differed from some of the European countries in the very wide distribution of the infection.
Check out this sad sack.
Looks like a cheap ring. And of course, that's the case now because we've got residual cases. One, I think, important difference is that the NHS is now much more resilient. So we know that we've got ventilators, we know that we've got the Nightingale hospitals. And there's no doubt that doctors, nurses, elderly therapists have learned quite a lot about the treatment of this disease. But nevertheless, it is an extremely concerning time, and it clearly is.
So you think there is still this clear link between cases, then hospital admissions, then ICU admissions, and then deaths? Do you think that is as clear as it was in March and April?
Absolutely, it really is. And we know a lot about the course of this infection, and we know that there's quite a big interval between getting the infection and the very serious complications that end you up in intensive care with the risk of death. The other thing is that we've learned that death is obviously a terrible outcome, but a significant fraction of people also have long-term fatigue and debilitation after the infection as well. So this is not a mild infection. But one myth to bust, if it were, is that the virus has changed and somehow become more benign. There tends to be evidence that is not the case.
So is it the case then that more younger people who are more resilient to the virus are getting it? And but the point was made that elderly people are getting it in some areas and are ending up in ICU.
Yes, and it's almost certainly how it started originally, although of course we didn't have the test stage, but the infection was imported originally by people mainly coming home from half-term breaks in Europe, and it took a while for it to get into older populations, and we can see exactly the same happening now. Clearly we've learned, and a lot will be done, for example, to try and protect people in care homes, but there are still a great many vulnerable people out there, and we can start seeing that shift from younger into older people. And you take in other countries in Europe, like France and Spain, and you can see the same thing happening.
So if
in Britain, care beds now occupied by coronavirus.
So if the link is as clear as it was, is the government moving fast enough on some broader restrictions?
Well, it was exactly what I said. The job of the scientists is to give them the evidence, and the politicians the evidence, and the use for our politicians to make the decisions. And they have a very, very difficult balance, which is between the direct harms of the coronavirus itself and all of the terrible harms that happen if people can't work, the economy, if education is lost. And so it's a very difficult balancing. And you can see if you like the general response emerging across it, which is that measures are being introduced to increase social distancing whilst as far as possible keeping education going and allowing people to
Red, green, blue.
but it is a very, very difficult compromise, and we start from a difficult position because we had a very severe first wave, and as a result there are still widespread residual post-viral infection.
And as I pointed out, you did the job. How difficult is this sort of political element to it all? You say it's a balance.
Hopefully.
Incorrect combination. Please try a little harder.
A scientific advisor to a government.
Well, I mean, the answer is it is the job of the scientists to provide the evidence. And of course, the job of SAGE is to advise both Patrick Lance and Chris Whitty on what that evidence shows. But ultimately, the scientific advisor is just that. And Patrick Lance actually made that clear in today's brief, which is to give the advice. But ultimately, it is the politicians who are our policy makers who make the decision.
Just on universities, quick word. You said recently you were worried about universities. It was possible some students may not be able to get home for Christmas. The government seems to be saying now they will. What's your view of what's happening with universities?
Well, again, we can see universities recapitulating in the UK what's happened in other countries, the United States and Switzerland, and we can see that there are outbreaks happening in universities. Young people are coming together in what is normally an intensely social environment, and so we're seeing outbreaks. And the answer is that if we are to, if we can get people home in time for Christmas, it's very important that we don't have students who are infected just before they're due to go home. And so I think universities are thinking hard about how they manage the second half of the term in such a way that youngsters don't end up having to isolate at a time when they would hope to be going home.
And just a final one, the 10 p.m. curfew on pubs and restaurants, does that make scientific sense?
Final.
All right, Morty, Summer, looks like the car's ready to go, so let's get rolling. We got shit to do.
At the end of the day, we know that alcohol causes lots of inhibition, so it causes lots of physical. And so, drinking to excess late in the evening.
All right, Clone Morty.
You
did real good today, so kudos to you. Anyway, just take some time to relax, but you can bumper around the garage, whatever. And when you're ready to just continue moving forward with the actual game, just give me a call back. I got other shit for you to do.
So we have got to. It goes back to the core issue, which is that we have to social distance. It is our behaviour, individually and collectively, that will determine the fate of this pandemic. And the job of policymakers is to try and identify the policies that will help people to socially distance most effectively. And so the principles were trying to stop people getting drunk late in the evening and carrying on carousing and basically not social distancing. That is a good policy objective. The question is, what's the best way of doing it?
Yeah.
And I think the evidence is emerging on that.
Okay, so Mark, good to talk to you. Thanks very much.
Pleasure.
This is the News Hour 6
Hey, Clone Morty, useless piece of garbage. You must have done a real shit job when you tried to upgrade the car. We broke down and we need your help to get us out of this mess. Open up the portal wall to the new location so we can bring you here.
You'll like this bit.
Oh, finally. You definitely screwed up with this upgrade, Clone Morty. Anyway, we came here to get a special kind of egg. It's the one on that rock over there, so why don't you figure out how to get it, bring it over here while I fix the mess you made of my car.
Scott, it's wonderful.
Your autumn nights are covered with Sky Cinema.
This has been great up here. This holiday's like a new start.
Grandpa, I think this clone is either dumb or just broken. Couldn't you make a robot that passes the egg or something?
You clearly don't understand the importance of clones, Summer.
And believe me, we are staying on this island.
This is the OH500. Impressive performance. For the most compact acoustic in the range. Get yours now.
Invest as little as £1 in the world's greatest companies with zero commission and zero fees. Only with Trading 212. Buy stocks with a single tap. Or grow your pie with Auto Invest. Totally free. Totally simple. Get the Trading 212 app. Open an Invest or ISA account in minutes and join over 500,000 investors.
I've been on Noom for 4 months now. I've lost 27 pounds and I feel like I got my life back.
This is not...
Alright, get over here and give the egg to the car.
Visit noom.com to change your life. Good.
Can your mixer make a birthday cake for her 21st? That's every bit as perfect.
Not so sure about this, Rick. This seems like some kind of nature preserve, you know? Morty, it is a nature preserve, and I'm way ahead of you. I disabled any alarms or any detective measures that might have detected us coming here. Wait, shit, Morty! Oh my god! What are we gonna do, Rick? I'm too young for space prison!
Hey, put the egg back immediately. This is a Galactic Federation controlled sanctuary.
It's when the...
Morty, step back. I'm gonna suit you up for combat. I'm not dealing with these dumb insects today. Alright, now, place your...
Oh shit, he's on!
Alright, Clone Morty, cover us while I fix the car. You've got hand blasters now. You can use type situation here now.
How is that thing even alive? It has no body.
That's how you interact with other people. Every time I go on a trip, it's about one try to kill me.
There you go.
Alright, Clone Morty, you're an idiot. We're totally safe now, and we're on our way back. I have no problem with you continuing to vaporize the government heads, but I have no way of getting you back here, so, I'm gonna go ahead and disable all the safety mechanisms on your hand cannons, and, you know what they...
Interruptions as the two men went head-to-head on coronavirus, the economy, and
Okay, what is that?
Joe Biden admitted
Welcome back, Clone Morty. The egg we acquired is on the desk, so go ahead and pick it up and find somewhere warm to incubate it. You know, somewhere nice and warm so that it'll get nice and incubated and hatch. I'm sure you can figure something out.
Follow was a verbal brawl. This wasn't a great advert for American politics.
Oh my god, this is perfect, Clone Morty. It imprinted on you. Hey, look, it's all in play. Hey, Clone, you should find something and, you know, throw it and play fetch with it.
90 minutes of bickering and interruptions.
Well, it's hard to get anywhere in this. For God's sake! The wrong guy, the wrong night, the wrong time.
Biden did go after Trump for his handling of the pandemic.
You should get out of your bunker and get out of the sand trap and get in your golf course and go to then you get with the Democrats and Republicans and find what needs to be done now to save lives. The same man. It's all set up.
Okay, so
the warm weather has begun. By the way, maybe you can inject some bleach in your arm. That would take care of it. This is the same man. Sarcastic. That would the whole country and destroy our country. Our country is coming back incredibly well, setting records as it does it. We don't need somebody to come in and say, let's shut it down.
Time and again, Biden speaking directly to the audience in Memphis.
You can't fix the economy until you fix the COVID crisis. And he has no intention of doing anything about making it better for you all at home in terms of your health and your safety.
In a country that's seen months of protest, the president continues to push law and order.
And I'll tell you what, the people of this country want and demand law and order, and you're afraid to even say it.
Clone Morty, you should find something that it'll play with, you know, get its attention, and then throw something and play fetch with it or whatever.
Stand back and stand by, but I'll tell you what, somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is not a right-wing problem. This is a horrible thing for our country. This is not going to end well.
Just leave it. Just leave it.
The worst war in America has ever had. Hey, let me just say, Joe, I've done more in 47 months. I've done more than you've done in 47 years, Joe.
Clone Morty, it imprinted on you. It's trying to tell you what it wants you to do. Just follow it. It'll guide you. It's very easy.
So there we are. We're joined now by Cassie Solis Doyle, a former senior advisor to Barack Obama's presidential campaign, where she was incidentally campaign chief of staff to Joe Biden, and Betsy McCoy, a Republican former lieutenant governor of New York. Thank you both for being with us. So can we agree, first of all, that this was the worst presidential debate in your country's history? Betsy, first of all.
I would agree. I think that the audience would have learned more watching a fist fight in a McDonald's parking lot. It was really quite unfortunate. We did learn some things that I will point out in a moment, but in general, it was very low quality.
So we're going to open with agreement then, Patty, because you think it was probably the worst one. Do you as well?
I have worked on 5 U.S. presidential campaigns.
Clone Morty, all you have to do is look at the little character, the little alien guy that you hatched, and see where he's hovering. There's only so many things you can possibly try.
It was. Betsy, I mean, where to start? I mean, it wasn't presidential, and it wasn't really a debate. What was there last night that the voters could even start to give a judgment?
Hey, listen, I don't care. You can drink as much as you want.
I think that the voters can take away a few things, and it's unfortunate that President Trump didn't underscore them more. That's his failing. But one is that Joe Biden
kind of still care.
addressed the issue of the riots and destruction of property in cities all over the country, most of which are run by Democrats. And
Let's go.
he have been able to point to one law enforcement organization that supports him, or one policy he would like to use, or one step he has taken to put down that violence and protect the innocent victims of it, many of whom are African Americans. People would have felt a little more reassured. A second thing.
Let me just put that one to Patty. I mean, did Joe Biden condemn the street violence enough, do you think?
First of all, he did condemn the street violence. But second of all, I look at this more differently. I look at this as that debate needing to change the trajectory of the race. Because right now, Donald Trump is losing. He's losing not only nationally, which doesn't really mean much, but he's losing in the battleground states that he does need to win to get 270 electoral votes. He's losing in Ohio, which is a state he should be running away with. He is having places like Texas and Georgia, and he's losing in the 3 states that cost Hillary Clinton the election, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan. He needed to shake up that race.
It's going to show you what it needs, Clone Morty. Just see where it's at, and kind of, you'll figure out what it needs.
Shake it up, try to portray Joe Biden as feeble-minded, attack his mental acuity. It didn't work. I think
you could have at least brought teeth, couldn't you?
I think it blew up in his face, and I think it did more damage to his candidacy.
So Betsy, let me say this. I mean, when the backdrop is the sitting president,
I mean, if what if it's like a shooting and block everything up, make sure
then they would make sure people know. It'd be all over the place if that was the case.
We, the country, America, has a pretty serious problem.
Let me point out what's happened this year. For the first time, the Democratic Party has eliminated election night. We all know there have to be mail-in ballots. but it could have been arranged in a way so that all those mail-in ballots were collected with a sufficient amount of time to count them by election night. Instead, Democrats went to court in these swing states like Minnesota, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and persuaded judges, also Democrats in most cases, to move the deadline to many days after election night. And that is why the president is legitimately very concerned that this election will be decided in back rooms and courtrooms rather than by the electorate on election day.
But there's no evidence. But there's no evidence, Betsy, of intended fraud that I've seen. Isn't the president deliberately trying to undermine the process by saying, look, effectively it's a fraud, you can't be trusted, so don't turn out and vote? Isn't that the sort of strategy?
I disagree with that. I'm a PhD history. My expertise is in this area of the law, and I can tell you that this effort to eliminate election night certainty.
Morty, it imprinted on you. It's trying to tell you what it wants you to do. Just follow it. It'll guide you. Very easy.
Not just by President Trump, but by people who believe in the rule of law.
Patty?
I think your argument is undermined by the fact that President Trump has no problems with mail-in ballots in a state that he's doing well in, like Florida. That he has problems with states that he is losing by 9 points, like Pennsylvania. So I think that pretty undermines the argument in totality.
Not when the ballot gets to the election headquarters, it's when it's counted. And the fact is that Florida has adjusted its laws so the ballot will be counted. That's fair. But let me just point out that I think that Trump, in his own way, did really address the swing states that Patty very wisely focused on a moment ago, like Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota. He does have to win those states. And there the economy is Trump's strong suit, and arguing against shutting down the economy.
Oh, look at you. You're king of bullshit world.
Powerful argument. Americans do not want the economy shut down. And the fact is that the people who are dying, for the most part, over half of them are elderly people, and we can protect them without shutting down the economy.
Okay, Patty, calling the president a clown and a liar and telling him to shut up, that's hardly going high when he goes low, as Michelle Obama was talking about.
Yeah. Look, I think I talked about tactically what President Trump needed to do. Tactically, what Vice President Biden needed to do was reach that bar of expectation that was set really, truly by the Trump campaign. By attacking his mental acuity, by calling him Sleepy Joe, they put the level of expectations quite low for Biden. So all he needed to do was to exceed that, and that's what he accomplished.
All right, just a final point I want to put forward to Joe. We're running out of time. Final point of Betsy. Are you happy to speak up for a president who refuses to condemn white supremacy in the way he did?
I don't think he refused to condemn white supremacy. He asked what particular groups that Chris Waller was thinking of.
He said stand back and stand by.
Hey, where's two demons in a bee? You're gonna listen to our super hip jazz fusion band. Hit it, guys. You're up. 1, 2.
Violence of Black Lives Matter, or these racial sensitivity courses that teach white kids that they're guilty just for being white, and that our country is guilty because of its history. I am so glad the president added that course.
Okay, well look, thank you both. I think there are another 2 to look forward to. So thank you very much. We'll come back to you. Thanks very much indeed. So look forward to that. This was the News Hour at 6. Thanks very much for watching. Coming up next, it's Sky News tonight with Dermot Murnahan and Boris Johnson has warned that tougher lockdown measures could be needed.
Oliver?
Yeah?
You'll be here in a few minutes.
Okay. How do I get that freaking... Mom, I can't reach it.
accident. You know, to make you shit better. Did I really need to explain it? Oh wait, I do. You don't have an ass. You're just a head and hands. You poor little thing.
Oliver, you're coming off in a minute.
We never stop supplying frontline workers with the latest medical technologies. We never stop working with our partners to realise new vaccines and treatments. For over 80 years, we've always been focused on you. And as we imagine a better future, we will never stop innovating for a healthier world.
You have a look closely at the States. At Lidl, we all our and our fish and dairy do. We're big on looking closely at where all our produce comes from, who it comes from, and on being real. That's why we invest in training the next generation of young British farmers. And why we make sure that your roast beef is 100% British and red. And thanks to the way we work with fisheries, you can be sure that your fish fingers are as responsibly sourced as they are delicious. Because of all that, Lidl are the proud winners of these. We're big on making sure what we do now positively affects what we eat tomorrow. Now that's big on quality and always at a low price.
Let's hear it. This is what you've been waiting for, guys.
Today in the UK, more than 1,000 people give up smoking. And with Nicorette sparks and keep fighting your cravings for hours. You can join me. Nicorette, let's do something incredible.
Prince's mackerel sizzle. Skinless and boneless flakes in a delicious marinade. The sizzle is Princess. Their always. Can you help protect your hair from daily damage? Don't use you can. We treat it with does something with additional and exposed bleaching. After washing your hair with Dove, the difference is clear. Hair is stronger and smoother. Dove helps protect hair from signs of damage.
Freshly ground medical greens. Organic milk. A white coffee. Just 90.
Oh, my sweet little Troy.
Let's come together to help improve health for all.
Yay.
Simply health. Together healthier.
Mum, Dad, look. Look, turtle. Nothing to fitness. What's it?
See that right there?
I like it.
All this and more, there's so much to look forward to.
You really like throwing that football around, don't you? Well, when you're a little older, I'll have Daddy show you how to play.
16 years and 20.
Come on, Troy. It's headed right for you. Catch this one when the championship's ours.
The Prime Minister's call for forbearance, common sense, and sacrifice.
You did it! I can hardly believe it. We won!
Stick together or face tougher action. As his son,
I still can't believe we won. And this party is incredible. Troy, you're the best. Here, cheers to Troy. You're gonna go on to do great things, man. I just know it.
I wanted to about rising hospital admissions.
Oh, it's really Troy. Can I get your autograph, please? You're the best, Troy. When I grow up, I want to be just like you.
Not around happy customers, eh, Troy? Well, here's your cut for today.
The glitch in the NHS test and trace out, which means some people are self-isolating and they do not have to.
55 years old.
Troy, you can't keep doing this forever. It's time to get realistic. You need to do something with your life.
Trump refuses to condemn white supremacists during a fractious debate.
leading to this
Aww.
response from the group.
Nice picture there, isn't it?
I
How's that there, boys? Who's that looking at me?
What have you got there, Troy? Show me what it is you want to do.
I tried to get a picture, a little video of Harvey before, but by the time I get ready, it moved. He was lay on here, on his back, head hanging over.
This is a good idea. You've got plenty of time to start a new career. It's another chance to find something you
I
love
didn't get a
doing.
picture, but I didn't get any time. Bug it off. Excuse me, Oliver. Forward.
Welcome to the job fair. We're going to help you find a job that fits you and your lifestyle. Take a look at these pamphlets. If you find one you're interested in, just show me which one.
What's there, something?
Yeah, it does really.
Have it sitting there. Did you open your...
It's not easy to become a doctor, but we can get you set up in a minute.
The ones
That's what you want to do.
Yeah,
Now let's talk
they're not.
details.
The new ones.
Good.
Still do, they're better than those.
52 years old.
Yeah,
Dr. Joy, we're almost there. Let's get this tumor removed. Impressive as always, Doctor. You've just saved another life. I'm so glad to be able to work alongside you.
Six.
Happy retirement, Troy. You've always been such a hard worker, Troy. I'm glad you finally get to rest. Doctor, isn't there anything you can do for him? I'm afraid not. All that football in his younger years really took a toll on his body. Well, here's your diagnosis, Troy. I know it's not what you want to see right now, but it's the truth.
At which you will have to introduce national measures.
Troy's lived a full life, but all things must one day end. I'm sorry to tell you this, Troy, but you've got about 10 seconds to live. Oh my god, Troy! I can't believe this! Please, please don't leave me! I'll never forget the moment of our time together.
Hey, less about this.
Because different chief medical officers have offered different
I know, but
advice, or is that down to different political decision making?
I suspected there was going to be another conference.
We're all, however, trying to pick up very difficult way between doing not enough and doing too much. Where we do get on top of the virus, we do unnecessary harm, socially and economically.
Sticking to the plan for now,
Oh,
but
my
is it
sweet
actually
little Troy.
working?
There are 48 areas in local restrictions.
Let's
You've always been a smart one, Troy. Always playing with your puzzles.
Urgent review as to whether these local lockdowns work in the way intended.
Illuminati comes. I can't do it all.
Everybody, finish up marking down your answers. I'll be collecting the tests in a moment. Are you finished, Troy? Well, let's see how you did this time.
The way in which the government has exercised its powers to set secondary legislation.
Thanks for throwing this party, Troy. It's been a lot of fun. Cheers!
I have now looked to the government to rebuild the trust with this house and not treat it with the contempt that it has shown.
Frustrated MPs
Ow, what was that for? Troy, you're crazy.
You never speak with a sweet English.
Hey, Troy, my man. You got any more of that good stuff?
With effect in the whole of England.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ow, ow, ow. Hey, man, back off. What did I ever do to
We
you?
will hold votes before such regulations come into force.
My nose.
Troy, you can't keep doing this forever. It's time to get realistic. You need to do something with your life.
Without stopping the economy dead. But the clear signal is that further national restrictions loom on the horizon.
What have you got there, Troy? Show me what it is you want to do. Do you really think it's time? I've been waiting for this for so long, Troy.
They said cases of COVID-19 are in the wrong direction. And today a hospital in Wales has been...
Congratulations, Troy. It's a healthy baby boy. Here, would you like to hold him? There you go. How does it feel to be a father? I'm so happy, Troy. I feel like everything's gonna be fine now.
Let's take a look through the latest
It's my food.
Happy retirement, Troy.
Yay!
You've always been such a hard worker, Troy. I'm glad you finally get to rest. We may be getting old, but there's still so much I want to do. We still have time, Troy. Let's make the most of it.
Within 28 days of a positive test, which brings the total number of deaths across the UK
Doctor, isn't there anything you can do for him?
143.
I'm afraid not. As I'm sure you know, Troy's early life was a bit troubled in terms of substance use, and it's finally caught up with him. Well, here's your diagnosis, Troy. I know it's not what you want to see right now, but it's the truth.
This will mean more death. That's exactly what's happened.
No, I forgot.
Troy's lived a full life, but all things must one day end. I'm sorry to tell you this, Troy, but you've got about 10 seconds to live. Oh my god, Troy! I can't believe this! Please, please,
I
please,
always
I'll never forget a moment of our time together.
Game over.
The government's leading scientists are again warning about the country's fast rising infection rate and the impact this will have on the
Oh,
NHS.
my sweet little Troy.
We're seeing a significant uptick in the number of people who are entering intensive care. This is not yet at the stage where it is threatening our ability to have intensive care cases. There's still significant capacity in the NHS system, but this is definitely heading the wrong way.
The data
Is
shows
that
a
all
key
your
source
friends,
for the new
Troy?
infections.
When you're older and you go to school, I'm sure you'll make lots of
There's
friends to
footage
play with.
circulating on social media of a party at Coventry University proof the government's messaging.
Okay, student council members, let's put it to a vote. All those in favor of taking a field trip to the candy factory instead of the history museum, raise your hands now. Yes, everyone's gonna love this.
Okay.
I can't believe you guys convinced the teachers to let us go to the candy factory. You're doing great stuff on the student council, Troy. Cheers! You're gonna go places, man. Oh, what was that for? Troy, you're crazy.
Didn't get to hit all my friends.
Hey, Troy, my man. You got any more of that good stuff? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm a bit short on dough today. Is this gonna be enough?
The emergency in the Royal Glamorgan Hospital is an isolated incident.
I'll get you back for the rest, man. Don't you worry about it.
No, it's okay, it's
You can
okay.
always count on me, buddy.
Keep going there.
Through the pandemic, as a hospital urgent care doctor.
Troy, you can't keep doing this forever. It's time to get realistic. You need to do something with your life.
And I think every GP across the country would be because of we have a massive burden at the moment because of flu, because of flare-up.
What have you got there, Troy? Show me what it is you want to do.
COPDs, on top of that, we've got a respiratory pandemic. So it's
This is a good idea. You've got plenty of time to start a new career. It's another chance to find something you love doing.
Vaccine program is already well underway.
Right.
We want to be prepared.
Let's go again.
Welcome to the job fair. We're gonna help you find a job that fits you and your lifestyle. Take a look at these pamphlets. If you find one you're interested in, just show me which one.
Hey, call Morty, here's a tip for you. Find that little creature and figure out what he wants you to do. You know what I'm talking about?
See that?
Yeah.
So there's a friend.
The fact that they brought that back, the fact it's happening at all tells us they're worried, and we know that there are going to be more of these events to come.
That's what that do.
That was interesting, wasn't it? That the Prime Minister
Oh,
said not
catch
to
it,
make
maybe.
Coaching. Great job for a guy like you. Let's talk details.
Okay. Good.
And he said that he would be doing more of that because down the street now
Hey,
they
Coach,
have a
I just can't
locations
figure out how to get the
on
right
their hands
spin.
because they are
Can you show me how it's done?
continuing They're asking people to follow
I
guidelines.
still don't understand, Coach.
You can see that evidence in that King's College University survey, which I thought was so fascinating.
Happy retirement, Troy.
You are asked to
You've always been
self-isolate
such a
because
hard
they
worker,
can-
Troy.
they
I'm glad you
display
finally get to
symptoms, what was
rest.
the risk of it? Only 18% of them are doing so for 2 weeks, so you know that if it's a contagious
Doctor,
disease, as we
isn't
know
there
it
anything you can
is,
do for
that
him?
that's a problem. So
I'm
what
afraid
are they
not.
doing today?
As
Well,
I'm
there are
sure
two
you know,
things. I think
Troy's
there was
early life was a bit
Patrick,
troubled
Valiant
in terms
and Chris
of
Whitty in their message was
substance
the
use,
numbers are going
and
in
it's
the
finally
right
caught up with me.
direction, pretty
Well,
down
here's your
below
diagnosis, Troy.
Arctics,
I know it's not what you want to
talking
see right
about
now, but
cases
it's the truth.
accelerating and showing those
those graphics of the country.
Troy's lived a full life, but all things must one day end. I'm sorry to tell you this, Troy, but you've got about 10 seconds to live.
Oh my god, Troy! I can't believe this! Please don't leave me! I'll never forget a moment of our time together.
I'd 5 of them if I was the...
Now we've got some short of it.
Get on for that.
I think you should find that creature and figure out what it wants you to do. Shouldn't be that hard.
That's who she looks like. Used to be on Rising Damp.
So you can ask a question, but you can't come back.
The mailman says, "My man."
A circuit breaker. Join us up with political events today in the House of Commons. Do they then, now,
I made this tasty chunk right here just for you.
Is that there are new efforts, should we say, where MPs get more parliamentary scrutiny. I think the general direction is that on big national decisions, MPs should get a say in a vote, and the government should be free to implement local restrictions as they see fit. But the big question is, and this is the issue, is speed. So the government is saying, yes, we would like to give you a vote to debate on national restrictions, whilst also reserving the right to have to move at speed. But I think the big picture, despite the mechanics of Parliament, the big other takeout of today and this week is that the idea that Boris Johnson and his top team can just move by executive decree is over. Because Parliament's demanding more scrutiny, the Speaker, I mean, Sir Lindsay Boyle was really cross, that's very unusual to see that, and also the public are demanding more transparency, and they're not listening to the rules. And you know, we don't run for peace. We can't force people into things. We need people to comply. That was very easy to do in the first wave when the rules were simple and we all just stopped our lives. It's proving excruciating as we move into the second wave, where there are so many different restrictions, a patchwork of different measures, and with one eye very much now, not just on the public health risk,
requiring the wisdom of Solomon, I imagine. So thank you very much indeed, Beth. And just to let you know, we're going to be talking to one of those backbench MPs who's
can't take an hour,
concerned about these executive decisions.
It's been about an hour now. And it can take that long. Normally do say 45 minutes to an hour.
This evening, and we'll be joined there by the consultant editor, associate editor of the Daily Mirror. Now, the long-awaited NHS COVID-19 app went live last week, and it's already coming up against some problems. Sky News has learned that some users have wrongly received a message saying that they have been in contact with someone who's tested positive for the virus, but it was later revealed that the message was just a test.
What do you mean? But I think if you're doing a stream,
This is a test. This is a test message.
I've been in this for like an hour now, this game. Wait, I've not took my headset off once. Wait, tell me if you want me to do some try. Will you shut the hell up?
You don't know. Nobody's there.
They're already to test as opposed to one person.
Okay, but don't say my real name. Actually, you can say my real name.
Right.
Nothing in the app
Works.
Yeah.
to do
Time to come off.
a
Okay.
notification saying, you know, that someone had been near it tested positive.
How does that work?
Let's go. Hello?
Hey.
Hey. Are you on my stream?
Yes. It's actually I used to play this game. on my when I have both my controllers.
Wait,
Hey,
can
you
you?
want to do co-op on Minecraft? Because they added VR to Minecraft.
Yeah, no, but one sec. Are you still watching, by the way?
Do you have a phone?
Yeah, why?
Do you have Discord?
Yeah.
Is that?
Look at this. Look at this.
Find me on
Look.
Discord so we can talk to each other on here while we both play with VR since we can hear one.
Okay, just for grabbing some. Did you see that? How I just died. Yeah, imagine that. Death, grabbing something.
We can do a co-op. I can go on my channel and you can go on your channel.
Yeah, but if you do VR, how are we supposed to talk?
Because we oh yeah, we can't talk for subscribers.
Oh, like from from something.
Right. Oh, I think I broke something.
Did you hear that? But I broke something.
Before, if we do co-op, I need you.
I still can't believe you punched
Figure
Jimmy.
out my thing and get it to work.
What was that for? Troy, you're crazy.
Oliver, you've been told it's time to come on.
Hey, Troy, my man. You got any? Ow, ow, ow. Hey, man, back off. What did I ever do to you? Troy, you can't keep doing this forever. It's time to get realistic. You need to do something with your life.
A suggestion that asylum seekers to the
What have you got
there?
Oliver!
Show me what it is you want to do.
You're nearly walloping me in the face and you've been told to come off.
Wait, I have to come off. I'm gonna win my stream now, okay? Right, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Like, subscribe. Wait, can I come in after?
No, I don't think so.
Right, and guys, like, subscribe. See you on the next one. I will be streaming tomorrow at